So.
Why did you like him? What did
He did an error. She lost like $10,000 one time because he dropped the ball, and that was it. And a sandwich. So you could eat the pepper while you're eating a sandwich. That type of old school deli. You have different types of delis, but that was
right.
What are three fat guys got to talk about food for now?
Because we're all stoned and it's great.
But it's crazy what today signifies in the Catholic religion and a lot of other religions. It's also there.
I mean, our good friend George, God rest his mama's soul. She's passed this year, and you know it's hard, man. My Uncle Jim passed this year. It's hard. You know, you see people at the end of their life. That cancer is a miserable thing, man. I mean, it is a horrible way to pass.
I enjoyed it, and then I watched her play ball with other kids, and I could tell that we're halfway there. We're okay. We got an okay kid. The ball hit her in the face 3 times. She didn't cry. Some little boy dressed up as Captain America got hit once. He wouldn't stop crying. But when the kids left to eat, she didn't want to eat, so she stayed with me. She goes, Daddy, come here. And I started playing ball with her. So when kids came over to play, she was like, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. It's me and him now. And she was going nuts. That was the only problem we had all night. Everything was great. It's hypodermic needles and chocolate.
Man, that's why I tell all my kids, hey, Daddy has to inspect all of your candy. I need a bite out of all of this shit. That's what I did on Saturday night.
Friday night, dog, I got so high after trunk or treat. I went home, and she came home with a bag of candy, and I kept sitting there, and it started talking to me like cocaine, like 11:30.
Yeah, right.
And you have one Reese's. Reese's will put you over the limit,
dude, if you start with the little ones, the bullshit
that's what
ones,
I started with.
Oh, then
I ate 3 of those. I took 3 cups.
Getting cups out everywhere.
Then I went back and got the whole cup. Then I went back and got the Swedish fish.
Oh, those are good.
And Swedish fish, that's my world. That's my world since I've been fucking 5. Since I came from Cuba, I discovered Swedish fish.
The red ones or the multicolored ones?
Listen, the red ones. They only come in one color, Swedish fish. That's it. The ones at 7-Eleven in the bag. That's the only one I eat. I walk into a movie theater like a hooker walks into a bar. See, Big Red, who makes Big Red?
Wrigley.
Wrigley. See, Wrigley, they bumped Devil Gum. When I was a kid, Devil Gum was cinnamon, but it was hot. Like if you ate 3 slices, your asshole was going to be on fire, dog. That's what Mexicans give their kids when they're in daycare.
Dude, we had atomic fireballs. That's all we had.
Right, no, atomic fireballs.
But you also swallow gum, Joey. You're not supposed to swallow the gum.
Who gives a fuck? I'm still
That's why your asshole's on fire.
My asshole's not on fire because of that. I'm telling you. I've been swallowing gum since day one, so my body knows how to process it now. I just spit out little fucking gum. See, if you start swallowing gum when you're 8, I've been swallowing gum since day one.
Can some doctor please email Joey Diaz?
And do what? What's he going to say to me?
Your body doesn't learn how to...
Listen, I have pulled the gum out of my asshole. I have pulled little pieces of gum sometimes that don't get processed. Yeah, out of the hairs.
Oh, God.
Or sometimes you go to pull the shit out of it and you can hear the gum going.
God.
It's like getting...
You can hear the gum?
It's like getting
Lee, let me tell you what.
So I would never... I mean, I'm just saying if I had to.
You'll never have to. Right?
Man, I travel by bus because I own one. Get a king-size bed. Don't do that. I could never sit up. I could never sit like that. But you guys ought to jump on the bus sometime, and we do this church at other parts of the country. Yeah.
Where's the bus now?
The bus will be here tonight. It'll get in tonight from Tennessee, and then we're here. We're gonna be driving. They're gonna be driving around Wednesday, or Tuesday and Wednesday, and then we go north to do some gig. I don't know where it is, to be honest with you. I don't look at my calendar.
I didn't travel in no fucking Foo Fighters
You guys
bus.
would kill each other. You guys would... Before you got to the first rest stop...
We would hotbox that bus. It would be just... Look, bro.
Yeah, but then...
Look, Lee... Me and Coco have lived in an apartment smaller than this studio, okay? And we laughed our asses off. And when the doors were open and the windows were open because it was so hot and we couldn't hardly go to sleep because it was noisy as shit, we put on Joey Medina. 5 minutes sleepy time. Wake up, throw kicks for Jesus. Making biscuits, and I had him on the floor, futon, okay, and
John Wessling
on the floor,
and Jodie Fertig on the bed.
Yeah, it was crazy. We were in it to win it. This was Team Us. 1440. You don't even understand. Kill ourselves? We're brothers. Are you kidding me?
Well, not literally. I'm just saying, like, you'll put something on the TV that he doesn't want, or he'll start...
I got 5 TVs.
You got 5 TVs on
Five
the bus?
TVs
Damn.
on that goddamn bus. Pick what channel you want, player.
That's cool.
I got it.
How many bedrooms on the bus?
I've got a king size back bedroom that pops out, okay, and then the living room pops out, and then there's 3 bunks. It's got a 2 bathrooms and a shower on it, and I think there's like 6 air conditioners on it. So if we go someplace where it's hot, like I went to Bonnaroo this summer, and all these dirty white people were out there when it's 120 degrees and
Hell
dirt.
no.
I took 3 showers a day. People were like, they thought I was Pharrell or something. I was smelling so good. Okay, I was doing it, Jack. It was awesome. Everybody's boo-hooing. It's hot. Yeah, me too. I'm gonna go make a margarita in my bus, take a shower, and smoke a bone.
If you got the syringe, take a chance.
Sucking that gum.
You know what happened? Let me tell you what happened.
They're listening.
Yeah, right.
Let me tell you what fucking happened.
What happened, Poppy?
A couple weeks ago, I went swimming in Toledo, and I got in the fucking plane the next day, and I got an ear infection, right?
Oh my God.
And I was sitting there, and I tell you, man, I'm when you work out and you're heavy, you have to take a leave sometimes, or the other one. The other one?
Aspirin?
No.
Tylenol?
Tylenol. No, the other one. There's a
Advil?
leave and Advil.
Oh, okay.
That's all that works at this point for big guys. When you go to jiu-jitsu...
Dude, I'm past that.
Yeah, and you get slammed on your back. When you go home and you eat your lunch, first thing you do is take an Advil, especially if you have to train the next day.
Really? I've never
Yeah,
had to.
you
Okay.
got to do all that shit, Lee, because it lowers the inflammation. You got to eat fucking... like smoking weed. Eating weed actually takes away the inflammatory from your fucking thing. You see the Google today? Anybody see the front page of
No.
Yahoo today?
What did it say?
More people turn to medical marijuana. Prescriptions are down. Prescriptions are down. Prescriptions are going down, man.
Yeah, the opiates are going down.
The opiates are going down.
Yeah, the
because
benzos
people
are going
realize-
down.
Listen, I'm telling you as your brother, and you work out with Eddie Bravo and those savages down there at night, and you walk home, you can't move.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
I'll do an experiment with. I will experiment. I will give you an Aleve one night, and a week later we'll do it again, and I'll give you a chunk of real hash, and you eat that hash, and you call me tomorrow and you tell me which day makes you feel like. That's what Bruce Lee ate for soreness.
Yeah, that's
Once
it.
I take that nap after that, it's over because I'm sleeping straight till 3.
Yeah, because we're at work.
You have to, and I
It's
don't sleep
fucking
late.
work.
You know me. I don't sleep late
Ever.
But Saturdays, I don't do lunches. I don't do nothing because I know
Fuck
I'm going to
you.
be lurking all night. I know that I have a chance of falling asleep for 3 hours.
But probably
But
not
they're
even.
probably
Yeah,
not
all
even.
right. This is it. This is it. Diaz, how much you putting up? What are you doing? Oh, nothing. I can't quit my job. I have benefits. Then shut the fuck up.
If you want a pimple in the ass, that's that bad. Fly fucking Southwest. So what happened was, I come back on a Monday night from fucking El Paso. I've been sitting on a bus for 12 hours. I must have fell asleep sideways.
Oh, my
I was
God.
about 370 at the time. And the crease of the fat in my ass built the pimple up. 3 or 4 inches from my asshole, headed like northerly. North. So my asshole is right here. On a cheek, on the inside, I got a pimple that stuck out an inch. And it was developing. Like it started with an inch.
How did he find it so quickly?
How did I find it? I couldn't sit.
You couldn't
Every
sit.
time I went to sit, I'm like, wow, something hurts.
And then he pulled the hair out. You
So I
gotta
took
tell
a
him about
fucking mirror, and I took. This was the days when I was
Was this
flexing.
in my apartment? I
Fuck
think
yeah!
it
I
was
took
in my
like a mirror,
apartment.
and I had to look at my ass and bend over. Guys, it was a whitehead on my ass.
Oh my God.
That was throbbing. It hurt so much,
Ugh.
and I couldn't take it. When I'm sitting there talking to Ralphie, and I remember that he was telling me a story about something. And I'm sitting and I finally open up my pants from the front. I got no underwear on. I open up my pants
You
from the
know,
front.
you didn't even take your pants off. That's
didn't
when
take
you,
my pants off.
That's when you had
I-
the ball pants.
I stuck my hand through
a hole
like
in
a
your
fucking yoga
crotch.
position. I had to get into a yoga position, Lee, and I had to squeeze the pimple, but turn it. But I had to turn the skin down so it would go pop. And Lee, you could hear it go pop. And it was just a yellow ball of pus. And then I had to go back in, and I had with my fingernails. I had to take the fucking, I took a piece of skin out. Like,
You take stuff out of them?
Yeah.
you have an ingrown hair from sitting twisted on a
Yeah.
bus for 12. If you sit down all day, you will have pimples on your ass dramatically. All those fat people that walk around and work in offices, look at their ass from time to time.
Oh my God,
They
it's
got a
big
big.
to hell.
It's like strippers. For some reason, strippers always got a big white head. If you look at a stripper's ass when she's dancing close, look up closely. You always see a little white head on their cheek. I'm just teasing. It's just a joke. Lee's
going in. It's like, really? It's just for the experience.
I didn't know you had to pull stuff out of them.
Well, when it's an ingrown hair like that.
Like that on your ass cheek.
Yeah. Jesus. And it was a long hair, too. I saw it. Made me vomit a little bit in my mouth. Totally gross.
Terrible.
I know.
People think that comedy, when you sit on those buses for that long, you get a seat in the aisle, you sit there, you give people dirty looks as they walk by.
I had to do the math because I forgot to check in one time and I was like B30 or something, B20. But I did the math. There's like 96 aisle and window seats. So as long as you're in the first 96, you're cool.
You did the math?
I got nervous, dude. I don't want to sit in the middle.
That's the Jewish thing you've ever said to me. And
I'm a chubby guy. I haven't sat in the middle in years.
Dude. You got the flag of Israel right there. And that is the Jewish thing you've ever said. That you've counted all the fucking windows and aisles.
Seats, but not the
really? Oh my God.
Yeah. What's with the hand up? Do you think Pontius Pilate said no?
Yeah.
He said keep kicking.
He put it together,
brother. What do you think you're dealing with, Lisa? You bad motherfucker, you.
Jesus Christ.
Huh?
These chocolates are good.
Fuck yeah, they're good. Who do you think you're dealing with?
Man.
And you want me to tell you why the other reason I went to church was the other day?
Why?
Because it was the 36th anniversary of the night. That morning was the 36th anniversary of the day I got home. Steve Avillo's called the show. My friend Steve Avillo. A couple times. And he had a party one night. Remember he called and told the story that the brothers took bees.
I try not to think about eating bees.
Put them in the fucking thing. So, and with ice. And this stuff had like 151 rum.
My God.
It tasted terrible.
Dude.
So fucking, to scoop it out, you had to do this. And it was in a garbage can. And it had chunks of fruit in it. And I'm back there smoking pot. And the next thing you know, I'm getting woken up in Sensulo's front yard. Anthony Sensulo, he's in Dallas, Texas. And I'm getting woken up by Ray Ernesto. Ray Ernesto was a cop from the neighborhood that would come down and play basketball with you on Sundays. But he always wore colored socks, and it drove me crazy. And at the end of the fight, at the end of the basketball game, that was the argument. Ray, you got to go home with your colored socks. How about I punch you in the mouth? Fuck you, Ray. You ain't going to punch me in the mouth. You're fucking 40. I'm fucking 10. Go fuck yourself, Ray. But Ray was a cool motherfucker. Ray picked me up, and he goes, Coco, what happened? I don't know. I blacked out. I got fucked up. He goes, come on, I'll drive you home. And he knocked on the door. My mom answered. And she's like, what's going on? I go, Ma, I got fucked up. I fell asleep on Sensulo's thing. She goes, go fucking sleep it off, you idiot. And she yelled at me. Yeah. This was like the end of August. This is the first time.
That's when parents were fucking parents and police were goddamn police.
Police, right?
Police didn't have to be fucking parents, too, man.
He was from the neighborhood. And
Right.
I'll never forget that I was fucking hungover. This was the first time ever that I was hungover. So I got in like at 5:30. It was starting to, the light was starting to come out. 5:30, a sophomore in high. I'm going to be a sophomore. This is like 2 weeks before they put me in the hospital for a lung infection. I'm fucked up. I'm not doing drugs though, guys. I didn't do drugs. I was smoking pot then, and I was high. I wasn't a big drinker, but I drank a little much. And I'll never forget that. My mom could drink early, dog, and it was a Sunday morning. So I got home like at 5. I passed out. About 10 o'clock in the morning, I could hear like Ice Cubes and shit. That's what I woke up to. I could hear Cuban music, and I heard her come up the stairs, and she goes, oh, yeah, want that. That means wake up. I made breakfast or lunch, and she had like a glass. In those days, towards the end, she used to drink a Bloody Mary with a Heineken in it. Shit, right? Who the fuck makes a Bloody Mary with a Heineken in it?
Walking around your house?
And she was such a spick. Like, she was such a spick. She wouldn't even cut the celery. She'd just fucking break it and put it in the drink and eat it while she was talking to me. And, but you have to appreciate this. And you can't write this. You can't write this. You know how you're supposed to cut the lettuce off the celery?
Yeah. Yeah.
She was such a spick. She just ate it, right?
Fuck
she just
yeah.
ate it.
Fuck it.
She would
Eat
dip
that
it. She
shit.
loved tomato juice. That V8.
Oh, fuck
That's
yeah.
what she lived off
I
of.
still love that, dude. I drink that like twice a week, three
So
times
she
a week.
wouldn't put Tabasco in her Bloody Mary. She
I
put
got-
Frank's red sauce.
Oh, not me.
So
Fucking
anyway, she
Sriracha
looks at
or
me,
Texas
dog.
Pete.
I got a headache that's pounding. And she goes, oye, te cociné algo. I cooked for you. And then she goes, she looked at me for like 5 minutes. She took a piece of her celery and she goes, now you know what I feel like in the morning. And she fucking walked out, dog. And that was like a prolific thing in my world. Like, I never thought about it again. Okay, so it's August of fucking...
You got the best story.
It's August of fucking whatever. But she said it very pate patois. Like, now you know what I feel like in the morning, okay? This is how you want to live your life. And she just walked out of her room. It was very nice to me that night. And all this shit went down. I forgot. And the whole thing, I forgot to call home. That was the rule of the house. You got to fucking call home. So Saturday night was this night. It was a Halloween party. But it was in those days, in that year, if you look at 1979 map, Halloween was on a weekend. Me and Ghetto Boys are trick-or-treating. No, Halloween
Bravo Little
was
Kids
like on a
Go Back.
Wednesday. So, but the party was Saturday.
Yeah.
So it was like or Halloween was like Monday, and this party was on a Saturday.
Those are the best.
So it was like
man.
October 28th.
You like trick or treat like 3 times.
So what happened was I stayed there, and all of a sudden I realized it's 3 a.m. And I call home, and my mom answers. She goes, "What the fuck?" And I go, "Listen, I'm up here, but there's no buses."
It was a Wednesday.
It was a trick, but that. But what was the date on the fucking Saturday night, Lee?
The 3rd,
No, the Saturday before that.
27th.
The 27th, because she died on the 8th, Lee. So she died that Wednesday after that. Not after the Halloween, 10 days after the Halloween. So it was a week and a half. She died a week and a half later. So she gave me the speech on a Sunday night, and she died November 8th. So look at it. You follow me? You
Yeah.
see how the cop...
Wow,
So
man.
that Sunday, she goes, I'm on the couch. What are you going to do? And I go, I don't know. She goes, well, take a taxi home. I go, I'm not going to take a taxi home. I got other buddies with me. We're all going to walk home together. And I'd done the acid and stuff. And the acid was coming down. I was getting like the little jingles and shit. So something happened. Somebody took a ride downtown. But by this time, we were talking. It's 5 a.m. I'm not going to call her back. She was already sleeping. And I'll never forget that my friends dropped me off. I had a ghost costume on. And I walked up the fucking stairs, and as I was putting the fucking key in the door, dog, she opened it, grabbed me with one fucking hand, and just smacked me across the face. She hadn't smacked me in 5 years before that. I was a big boy, and that just wasn't her MO, to hit me. She would say, I'm going to fucking kill you. 2 years before that, she did light me on fire with a bounty roll. She pulled me out of Carmine Balzano's backyard. So, but she was pissed. She was pissed. And she slammed the door and she goes, let me tell you something. She goes, someday you're going to be fucking married and you're going to have a fucking wife. And you better fucking call her every hour on the hour. That's the deal in this house. You could stay out all fucking night. I don't give a fuck what you do. Drinking with your stupid buddy. She went off. So the next morning she woke me up again. And she's like, hey, I cooked something. And she goes, but let me tell you something. She goes, get up. And she got up. I was like, oh, fuck. And she goes, first off, I'm sorry for putting my hand on you. You're too old for me to be hitting you. But number two, she goes, I just want you to understand something. All I want out of this deal is for you to grow up and be a man. That's it. I don't give a fuck how you do it. I want you to grow up to be a man, okay? When you tell somebody you're going to call them, you call them. And she kissed me in the cheek and she walked out. And I didn't think much of it. I just sat there and I was like, you know what, whatever. A man, what the fuck is I am a fucking man. I was just sucking titties behind the high school last night. I'm a man. I'm a fucking man. I worked last summer. I made $75 a day, in my head. And the morning, whatever. So 10 days later, when I found her dead on the floor, the first thought was like, she's never going to find that I got left back. But the second thought was, this is what she was saying. She gave me a heads up. That's all she wanted out of this, for me to be a man. Whatever I knew in her world what that meant. But I just wanted to celebrate that. I know that she liked church. Look up the New York Mets against the Cincinnati Reds, 1973.
Oh, poor
What
Mets.
year was it? 73.
1973, New York Mets and the Cincinnati Reds,
Tremendous.
October 6th to 10th, and New York won the series 3-2, but they lost to the A's.
Right, Pete Rose beat the fuck out of Bud Harrelson at second base. It was but that year,
sliding in.
But that year, my mom, when I made my first communion. You were talking about Catholic religion. So what Lee did you? So you went to Jewish instruction when you were growing up?
Yeah.
Sort of, kind of. What days? It's Saturdays.
No, it was Wednesdays a lot. Wednesdays and Sundays sometimes.
Hey, did you have the little
No.
things? Oh, thank
I
God.
was not that.
That would have been.
not
That would have been a
Lee, you should let
miserable
them grow
fucking
now.
experience.
You should eat some pot cookies and say fuck it. Just fuck with people's head. Lee, if you did that, you know
I
what,
have
Lee?
no idea how to grow those.
Yes, you do.
How do you grow those? You just let it.
Yeah, just let it fucking
What am
grow.
I supposed to do pre?
Who gives a fuck? You
I'm
know,
gonna look like an asshole.
So you-
Hey, no,
listen,
make
you
it
know-
be mutton chops.
listen, you know-
Everybody think you're a hipster faggot.
You're not a-
It'd be
you-
great.
you're not a model no more. What do you give a fuck what they think? You got a girlfriend?
Get you some
Yeah,
mutton
get a
chops.
little hat and get a mutton
Lee,
chop.
Lee,
We
clear
can
this
get you some
debt
extra dough
so-
from a
so you can eat
sponsor.
pussy and it doesn't chap
Yeah, we'll
their
get you some
legs.
Jew wax and you get some money on a sponsor.
Oh yeah, man.
Lee's Jew wax.
Yeah,
for the-
and get you one of them mustaches too. It
Moose.
makes you look like one of them fucking evil villains. Like you got a bitch tied up on a train track. That's what you need, Lee. That would be the look. Fuck yeah! Come on, Lee. You gotta do that. Come on, you got that stash,
There's no way that's my look.
dude. That's your look. That's your look. And then shave your head, and you'll be a circus strongman. Okay, that's what you'll be.
Look,
You'll
let
be
me tell you
sideshow strongman. You'll be.
So
I'm sorry, it's just cracking me
my
up.
fucking mom.
That hash was
I
fantastic.
used to go to this fucking Sacred Heart School for boys, and how they did, they did was you had to line up 8th grade, 7th grade, 6th grade. So to go to church, there was this bell, and you had to ring the bell. So Sister Anna would go, all right, 8th grade, and she'd ring the bell, and you go in. Well, my mom used to eyeball that bell because it was made from copper and it had a wooden handle. And the Cuban big saint in Cuba, which is October 6th, like I let it go with it. You're supposed to have a copper bell, and if you want money, you have to ring that bell. So my mom one day on the way home, she's like, just get close to me. My mom shoplifted the fucking bell from the church, and she would take it to the Met games and ring that fucking bell. So in the back of her mind, that bell was everything.
Yeah.
That bell was bringing her luck. Every time I'd see her, she'd give me a kiss and go, "You're a genius. That church is bringing me good luck with the fucking bell. The Mets keep winning."
What you stole from the church
The
is
one-
bringing me the Lord. That's amazing.
So every time the Mets would play at home, she'd bring the bell, and if she went to a Met game, she'd take the bell and put it in her purse, and she'd ring the bell at the Met game. This is true fucking story. This is how crazy. This is where I came from.
Oh man.
I know you don't have all this time, but have you thought about like trying to go back to 1973 Met game like video and seeing if you can hear the bell? That'd be
Holy
crazy.
shit!
You're a
You're
genius.
blowing my fucking
You're
mind.
blowing my fuck. I couldn't.
Dude.
No. I couldn't do it. You would hear it too. You would hear it going Rusty Staub. She would throw chicken wings when he'd run back. She hated Rusty. No me ponga palao ese compa. Yeah, I mean, she
I
hated
only
him.
know some of what
She
you
hated
just said,
him.
and it still
She-
made me fucking
She
laugh.
hated him to the point.
Those
where
Rosetta
she would-
Stones are hard. I'm not
tell
good
me,
at
she'd
it.
tell me to the point, like the usher would go, Denora, where do you want to sit? You know, do you want to sit in right field? And I think Rusty, where did Rusty Staub play? 73 Mets. Was it 73? Wherever Rusty Staub. They had a horrible, I think it was Rusty Staub and George Theodore or something.
Checking me, Daddy. The motherfucker.
Oh, my mom used to get
always
so
had
pissed.
to hit the cutoff.
He was a right fielder.
Yeah, he always had to hit
So-
the cutoff. That was the
So
story
when
on
the
that
guy would, when the, my mom, dog,
And so she's
dog,
still
I'm
doing
getting
chicken
goosebumps
wings
right now.
Oh my god, that's
So
the best.
Here's the deal.
New York
The
fans.
guy would go, Denora, I got side on right field only. So he would have to run past her. He would have to run past her. If she would sit there and he ran past her, she would lose her mind. She would go ballistic. All 8 times he'd run, oh yeah, Ruti, hijo de puta. She'd fucking yell at him in Spanish. And then if she was close enough, she'd throw chicken wings at him. Oh yeah, hijo de puta. So when the guy would ask her, where do you want to sit? And he'd say, like, where do you want to sit? My mom would go, oye, no me ponga para ese lado, compadre. Porque el tipo ese, no, I don't like that fucking dude. So she would sit on the other side. Who was the left fielder?
Let's see.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, thank God you're giving me a break. Oh, God. Oh,
Plus, they had Wayne Garrett. If Wayne Garrett took his dick out, my mom would jump the fence and suck his dick and Tom Seaver at the same time.
Okay.
Your mom's got heart.
Give me the team.
Let's see. Hold on.
Who was the left fielder then, and who was the fucking third
right.
baseman?
All right. You wanted the left fielder or Cleon Jones?
Cleon Jones.
I don't.
Wayne Garrett.
Yeah.
Bad motherfucker dog. He reminds me of David Wright, the hot corner they used to call it. And my mother loved Wayne Garrett, so she could tolerate Cleon. And my mother used to call Cleon Jones La Cleon. Vamos para lado de la Cleon, compadre. Vamos a hablar con el negro. Because he was black, so my
Yeah,
mom
right.
would clap. And Wayne Garrett, she liked Wayne Garrett. But if you put her on the other side, she'd be tormented the whole game with Rusty style. She'd turn and look at me at the tipo, compadre. I don't even want to look at this motherfucker. I got to sit there and look at this motherfucker. So,
Why did you like him? What did
he did an error. She lost like $10,000 one
The
time
guy-
because he dropped the ball, and that was it. That's it.
Was
My
he
mother's
dropped
world.
the ball, or was
Yeah.
it because I heard?
No,
that
he did something
hit
stupid.
He couldn't hit. He couldn't throw it to first base. He had to hit the cutoff.
I don't know what he did to my mother. My mom just didn't like him. Whoa, Ouija mean.
Holy shit!
Look how high homie is
Portland,
over there.
Portland. I don't know what I'm on, but man, this is great, Jack.
No.
Seattle.
Look at the flying Jew.
Oh, he is fucking in sumo land. Jesus Christ. Look at you.
Oh my God.
Dude, I'm telling you, Lee Syatt, get that mustache.
Look at
like
him.
them villains. Get that mustache
What's
all
the matter,
twisted
dog?
up.
You all right?
Look like the fucking circus strongman.
You should have seen your face a couple
Oh,
minutes
hey,
ago.
all the church members up in Canada. First time I'm coming to Vancouver, man. Come out and
Yeah,
blow me
go
out,
see
man.
him. That's the fucking town.
That's
fool.
a town, Jack. I heard a lot of great things
Oh
about
shit!
Vancouver.
They're gonna carry you out to the bus like they did in Denver.
Oh my god!
Oh, you fucked up.
Oh my god!
You-
No, I wasn't fucked up, dude. I had to go through Utah. Those cocksuckers. The cops searched me. Those motherfuckers asked me if I did cocaine. I'm like, the fact that I'm this fat and can talk to you proves I cannot do cocaine. I never done it. I go like 2 shots. Fuck
Tell
it.
me when you broke
Okay.
broke Christ's dollar.
Hey, that was your fault. That was good ass fucking drugs you gave me. Alright? Okay. That was you and gravity, motherfucker. You own that. Okay, you're a dick. And I wasn't the only one. You fucked up some shit on getting out of there, too. Okay, so you can suck a dick. And by the way, we went to that Jack in the Box right behind his house because we were smelling all them fucking
I didn't go to
jalapeno
no Jack in
poppers.
the Box.
Bullshit,
I don't go
fuck
to
you.
No, I didn't go to that Jack. I had to pull over. I couldn't stop laughing.
I fucked up that dog.
So what happened?
Okay, alright.
I'll tell you what fucking happened.
Okay. Denver, listen to this. You get your balls in, motherfucker. All right, nobody want to see them. All right, I've seen them plenty in my life. All right.
Listen, where Christ is out.
No, man, no, fuck you. And let me finish this, you cocksucker. I was sitting back there with these crazy ass, like, I met this guy and he goes, yeah, my name's Willie D. All right, and he's Willie D from the Ghetto Boys, okay? And then this little ass midget walks over, Bushwick Bill, okay? And
Sure.
he's gangster, okay? I mean, Bushwick Bill was no bullshit. He had knives on him and shit. That little motherfucker cut your balls off. That was eye level to
They
him.
give you an NyQuil?
Okay, no, with codeine syrup.
That's the shit.
Codeine,
Right?
Oh, that's
codeine,
good. That's really
codeine,
good.
and we listened to
drank it,
fucking
man?
slow records that this guy named DJ Screw would do. All right, but we drink that with 7-Up, okay, or Mountain Dew. Boom, they do a Mountain Dew so he wouldn't pass out, so he did just drink that syrup. All right, and we was fucked up.
How much
And-
would you pour in? Because I only like every time I get bronchitis, I'd get
Dude, they
Really?
poured a lot in mine. Okay,
Oh.
they poured a lot, and they shitload, and a lot of them was putting that. What's that? The raspberry liqueur, like Chambord or something. They pour Chambord in it too, so you'd have like grape soda with some Chambord and syrup. Okay, and all those fools were doing that. All of them. It was. And it was like I didn't even know what hit me, okay, because it didn't taste. It tastes like Kool-Aid, and I was like, what? And they called me up on stage, and for whatever reason, it was the greatest set of the 4 years I've ever done comedy, and I
You're relaxed.
yeah, but I was, I'd been smoking weed in the back with this little crazy midget passing it because it was so funny to look at a midget when you're on codeine and smoking weed, and like if the midget takes the joint out of your hand, but it looks so much infinitely bigger in his hand than it ever did in yours. It's crazy. Like what? Whoa. Okay, it's amazing, but. I came in and blew the place apart. Got a standing ovation, all right. But a comic came on stage who hated my fucking guts. That he was trying to be like the number one guy, and he had tried to do everything, and I blew the guy out of the fucking water. Steve Harvey told me I did. Okay, it was fucking unanimous, and he starts talking shit about me being fat, like making all these fat shit jokes, and the audience turns on the guy, and then out of nowhere you see this nickel 45 1911 45 caliber come up and goes, and it's Bushwick Bill, and he goes, "Bring the fat white boy back. Shut the fuck up, nigger." All right, and he was about to shoot that man, okay? Because that's how gangster and fucked up this guy was. And they was like, okay, well, fuck it. Okay, Ralphie B. I had nothing fucking left. What the fuck? What? How can you follow what you just did? I had nothing at all. I'm like, man, I love those midgets. They've always got your back up to here. All right, and I got the fuck out. I was so scared. I'm like, he's already pulled a gun once. He's gonna shoot me for making a midget joke at him. But he loved it because he was all fucked up and falling over and shit. It was crazy, man. Midgets, when they pass out, they just kind of like, weeble wobbles, and then they go, okay? Because that big ass, okay? You never hung out with no midgets like this?
Fuck no, they creep me the
Dude,
fuck
not
out.
me. I like them. They're good people.
Let's read these
Shit
sponsors,
happens,
get
but I
them
love
over
him,
with.
and he makes me cry laughing, so I'm sorry. Bye.
So people loved you on the Woody show this afternoon.
Oh, that's so nice. They were fun.
This show was brought to you by Club W.